What is up, guys? I am back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about the original Nintendo DS and if it's any good in 2020. But before we get into that, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel because I make tons of content just like this that you definitely don't want to miss. Let's get right into it. So guys, this DS is reshelled from what my old DS shell was. I did make a video about it last year and if it was good in 2019. And when I made that video, it looked like this. It was in a blue shell. Obviously, it didn't look exactly like this because there's a bunch of parts hanging down. But it was a blue DS. And I'll throw a picture up right here. It was a blue DS. Now it's a red one. And this reshell quality is not the greatest right off the bat. When I first got it, I was a little disappointed. But hey, you get updated labels. You get a brand new stylus. It's not bad for being just $10. Uses the Game Boy Advance SP style charger. You can see the quality of this shell. This piece is a little bit redder than the rest. It's not a terrible thing, just a little bit of an annoyance when you have one part that's a different color than the rest. And if you look at this Nintendo logo, not sure if you can see it well on the camera, but the E is slightly above and that T just looks a little funky. But it's not bad. All you want it for is basically, well, the reason I got it was because the hinge on mine was just terrible. It was starting to wiggle a lot, wasn't really staying in place like it was, and now when I open it, it's so much sturdier. So it doesn't fall like it did before if I would wiggle it slightly. It would bend right back if I did that before. It does not do that now, so that's a much better improvement from when I first had it. Now let's go ahead and turn it on. Looking good. So the DS is on. We are on the screen. You can see all the options. Touch Bomberman Land. That's not actually the game I have in here. That's just what the R4 card thinks it is. The R4 card is a card that has the SD in there, so you can load games onto it that you wouldn't be able to find in stores and such. This DS also has the Game Boy slot, and I have Pokemon Leaf Green in there. Don't worry, it's the actual game. It's not a fake one. Let's go ahead and load up Touch Bomberman Land. Mario Kart. Turn that down. So another really cool thing about this, guys, is that you can actually get Nintendo WFC, which is the Wi-Fi connection, working on these old devices and play online with people in games like Mario Kart DS. So I'm actually going to show you that right now. Nintendo Wi-Fi connection match. Yes. And we are on the screen. If you guys want to know how to get Nintendo Wi-Fi connection working on your DS, I'll have a video right up here that you can watch on how to get Nintendo Wi-Fi connection working without any hacks whatsoever. So let's go ahead and do the matchmaking. See if we can connect to somebody and play Mario Kart. It's getting somebody. We've retrieved somebody, yes! I wonder if they're here from my video that I have right up here. You guys can watch it if you want to play Mario Kart. Woo! Alright, let's try this out. Playing with somebody online on a Nintendo DS Mario Kart. Hopefully they don't have cheats. I think I shanked that. No, I didn't. Okay, that's good. Oh, yep. That's stable. Stop running into me. So you guys can see that works. I think this person is winning right now because I'm not really driving. But yeah, it works. Online works on the original DS. Everything up to the 3DS. If you do want to play DS games on the 3DS, this will work for that too. Again, video is up here if you do want to watch that. It's great that people can do this now. It's awesome. And now the Game Boy test. Perfect. It works. See my character? Yes, we are able to play Game Boy games. Let's get out of here before I get a copyright. Loading up Pokemon White so we can go ahead and try out the GTS, which is also an online feature. Conveniently, we are already where we need to be, so let's go ahead and go into the GTS. Oops, not random matchup. Global Trade. GTS. It's gonna make me save. I'm saved. Yes. And we are in the GTS. So guys, you can see the DS can play games even online, and not bad either. With that Mario Kart game, I'm sure it would be better, but I'm kind of far away from my Wi-Fi router that I use to do this. So yeah, it's going to be a little choppy for me. It'll probably be better for you. Make sure if you watch the video that I mentioned up here, that you guys have an open network Wi-Fi or a WEP Wi-Fi. If you don't have an open network or a WEP secured Wi-Fi, you can use a phone hotspot and then make it open if you do want to play online on your DS. But guys, you can see this thing is pretty capable, even in 2020. It does everything you need it to do, plays all the old Pokemon games you need. Like, for real, you got GBA, you got a whole generation right here. You got a whole nother generation right here. And it's all able to be gotten for around $40-ish. If you can find one of these for $40, I would say it's a pretty good deal. You're getting something that can play GBA games and DS games. Now, it might have a Hinge issue or something, like, which obviously that's not fun to deal with, but I mean, it wasn't the hardest thing to swap in the world, but if you don't want to swap one, if you don't want to swap a Hinge, I mean, you could either, live with the bad Hinge, or, if you don't want to deal with the bad Hinge, the DS Lite would probably be the way to go. But if you do want to fix it, I mean, just know where I came from, something that had a terrible Hinge. Now this one is actually good. It can hold. It won't just fall down. Oh, and just to mention, guys, these buttons are like the best L and R buttons on a DS. Like, they just don't break. I have not been able to have these break. Obviously, I'm not trying to break them, but DS Lite ones, they break pretty easily and pretty quickly. Like, you don't even need to be like trying to break it and it'll just stop working. These ones I have not had that problem with it. So guys, do let me know if you want me to compare this to the DS Lite, DSi, 3DS, Switch, whatever you want me to compare it to, let me know. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. The subscribe button looks like this Nintendo, so press it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.